Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do my review on Love After Lockup, Season 2, Episode 5, Secrets and Cellmates. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you so much for being here. And to all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you so much. I know everybody has been saying, Auntie, where are you with this review? I am here, everybody, and I hope that you are ready for us to get into this episode of Love After Lockup. Y'all got to say, calm down, Auntie, because I'm trying to tell you right now, this is one crazy mofo show. So anyway, we basically open up this particular episode with our girl, Sarah, the queen, riding in the car with her king. She has picked him up from jail, and she is just elated to be with him. As we all know, okay, basically his queen is, in another state, and his queen's name is Megan, and this is who he is into. And so he's, playing the thing, playing it off and talking about, basically how he wants to, give her something that she can feel, to let him know that his love is not real. And so basically, you know, she's just elated that her husband is home. And so she's driving, him to his mama's house and everything, because, he want to catch up with, his couple of friends and all of that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so we basically, see him get to the house and everything. And Mama Song comes outside, Mama Carolyn, she comes outside, and she's just like, hugging her son. And she's happy he's home. The homeboys is there, his sister there, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying, boo. Didn't you notice the day your brother was coming home, you couldn't do nothing to that hair? You got a straight do-rag rag hanging up on that joint. And I mean, the ponytail is all, come on, lights, camera, action, boo. Just, just spice it up a little bit. Now, I know the show ain't about the sister, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, represent for the homie. So, So basically, he gets out the car and everything, he's hugging his mother, and his mother's happy to see him. And, she was like, he's a good boy. He just got messed up in some little trouble and everything. No, mama. No, your son he's a felon. Your son did some serious time. Your son he's so familiar with the prison system. He's been in there so long that he let another a ninja cornroll his head. Do you understand what I'm saying? I mean, mama, he didn't come from the African braid shop. He basically came out of jail and he got cornrows in his hair. So it's a little questionable about, little mama son, about, I'm kind of, peeping the cornrows out. I mean, the more I watch it, the more I'm looking at it, and I'm saying, somebody really spent a lot of time with him. You know what I'm saying? Somebody spent a lot of time with him. But anyway, so, the mother talking about, how he, been a ladies' man all his life and everything. She knows about Megan, and she's like, I don't want to get in the middle of it or anything like that. And basically, it is what it is. He do what he do, and Mama Son, is okay with it. She knows that he's married to Sarah. Basically, he goes into this dialogue about, how he cares about Megan, and Megan really makes him feel, good about himself. And he's with Sarah because basically Sarah has his child, and he feels like, if he tells her or leaves her, whatever, that he's not going to see, get the ability to see his daughter. But I'm saying, I don't understand his reasoning for doing anything like that, because allegedly now, Megan Sarah has basically been on Twitter and on other social media platforms indicating that she knew about Megan any damn way. I mean, how could she not know? She's the wife. She's coming to this, this production company with her story and everything. How did she not know about Megan? You understand what I'm saying? Some women would do anything just to have a man, and then you surprised because wait a minute, what is it? What you say? Hold on, let me stop. Okay, and so basically, she's she knows about the girl. She knows about Megan, but Megan doesn't know about her. Megan, in the meantime and in between time, is at home. You know what I'm saying? She's attached to the cell phone. She got a cell phone attached to that ass. And so basically, she's saying that, the jail indicated that he been out for a couple of hours. She understood that, he was going to, do what he do with the woo whoop and the boo boo boo. And, she can't understand why he hasn't gotten back in contact with her. She knows that, he basically is with his friends. So, basically Sarah's there, and his sister, he's familiarizing himself with his sister again. And the sister indicates that she got a little boyfriend. And so, Sarah is like, oh, okay, well, you know what? Let's go head on down there, because I want to see something pop off. Because the brother was like, what kind of man is he, stuff like that. Sarah's one of them, instigating ass women. So she's like, I'm going to go and pick him up. He did close. That's all right. That's all right, Michael. I'm going to give you a chance to meet him. Come on, let's go down the road and let's go get him. You know what I'm saying? Starting stuff. Always got to be starting something. You know what I'm saying? So basically, when she leaves out, her king picks up his daggone cell phone, gets on FaceTime with Megan. Okay, and so now he's on the phone, he's talking to Megan, and he's basically like, hey, boo, and Megan is like, what's up, where you at? He was like, I'm at my mother's house and everything. She was like, oh, okay, I mean, what's going on with everything. Basically, in a nutshell, she finds out that he's going to be driving to New York, and she asks him, who's driving you? And he's like, Sarah. Okay, so now Megan knows that Sarah is the baby mother, but what she don't know is that Sarah is his wifey. Okay, she's wifey. Okay, aside from the person that cornrowed his hair, she's wifey maybe number two. I don't know. And so basically, she says that she's lost trust with him. She doesn't feel the same way about him because she feels like, it's some shenanigans going on. And basically it is. There are some shenanigans going on. Because he FaceTimes. And here's the thing about it. One thing about it I notice about mamas, I've seen it all my life, is that, it's okay for this son to be, running in and out and having different women. Mother Carolyn, you know what I'm saying? She's a typical mom. I know that some people probably was outraged with mama, but I'm so used to seeing it. You know what I'm saying? And so she's with the gang. It don't make her no difference. You know what I'm saying? She's just one of them type mothers that, I can't say nothing to him. He grown. He did what he do. He probably been doing that since he was a little boy. You understand what I'm saying? So basically, she gets, she's talking to him on the phone. And, mama, who already said she don't want to be in it. She know about it, but she don't want to be in it. But you FaceTiming her. Hey, Megan, like, what's up? Oh, my God, you the mother. She's like, yeah, how you doing? She was like, yeah, I'm in there now. I'm in there like Flint at him at the mother. You know how little dumb young girls are? They feel like, they the ones. You know what I'm saying? They going to be wifey and all that kind of stuff because they get to meet the mama. So, she laughing and, hey, mama, mama like, how you doing, baby? Mama playing her the whole entire time. Because, see, at this point, mama got an agenda. I don't know what mama's agenda is, but mama got an agenda. And, you just low down, dirty, stinking, nasty, funky when you do stuff like that. Like I said, it's commonplace for mothers to do that for their sons. But you know what? It'd be a whole different story if it was a woman doing it. You know what I'm saying? If it was a man doing it to her daughter. Because that same little boy that Sarah went to go and pick up and brought back to the house, guess what? He probably doing that too. His mama probably know he was somebody. You understand what I'm saying? Karma's real for real, Mama Carolyn. You need to think about that. And I understand that he's a grown man and all of that kind of stuff. But evidently you ain't had no influence over him for a long time, because he alleges that he was going out and doing what he was doing with the whoop whoop and the boop boop boop, because he was trying to, make ends meet for you and your daughter. So, you probably have compromised on a whole lot of things, Mama Son. You know what I'm saying? I ain't here to judge you. I'm just here to tell your story, at least the way that I believe your story should go. So, basically, Megan is like, I've lost my trust for him and all of that kind of stuff. And but she gonna still give him some. She's still gonna be with him, you know what I'm saying? Because, at the end of the day, they gonna probably end up fighting over the man and all that kind of stuff. And we gonna see, what happens. But I just really believe that, homeboy is wrong. So basically, they bring, the little homeboy back to the house and everything. And he gonna sit there and question homeboy, the daughter's boyfriend. He's gonna sit there and question him on whether or not he's trying to have sex with his sister. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, at the same time, you trying to have sex with two different women, but you want somebody to treat your little sister different than you would treat somebody else's daughter. See, that's the thing about dogs and cheaters and all of that kind of stuff, whether it be male or female. When it happened to you and they come up and they knock up on your door, then you got a problem with them, but you don't see what you doing yourself. You understand what I'm saying? You're the pot calling the kettle black, all right? You're the pothole in the middle of the street that you run over and you be like, oh, hell, my whole tire. But you're that guy. Okay, you're that guy, and you straight up out of jail. You straight out of jail. You haven't contributed to society at all. Now, you did your time, but at the same time, you know what? Let me go ahead on and move on. The next couple that we see. Wait a minute, hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and complete the whole entire story. So basically, he makes a decision that he's going to leave with his homeboys, because his homeboys come over and they like, what about that studio? Kind of like a little nook dog. So basically, Sarah's mad now, because she's like, I thought that when I came home that he was going to spend time with me. Everything was going to be smooth and easy, and now he's leaving. And, so he has a problem with her because she gives him an ultimatum. So now he mad and everything. And he gonna tell you don't give me no ultimatum about anything. And she's like, that's all right. Let's see how much you lose when you get up in that car. Y'all got up in that car. Now he curling is. She's contributing to the fact, and she don't care nothing about him being with two different women at the same time. But then it's still, yet you gonna tell him, that's wrong for you to leave up out of here. How the hell did he know right from wrong? You damn sure ain't corrected him on nothing else. And so now all of a sudden you want to correct him on this? Like, come on with it. Like, these guys and these women make a whole lot of promises while they're incarcerated, because they have a dream and an imagination of what it's going to be like on the outside, and they think that that they're not going to want to come out and just get buck wild when they come out of jail. But you know what? That's exactly what they do with the whoop whoop and the boop boop boop. And I'm telling you right now, if you live long enough, you've seen it happen to somebody in your life, and it's no different. He now feels like he's free. He's going to say, I'm free, but I'm not free. No, you free. No, you free. And you free to tell the truth, mofo. You can tell this girl the truth anytime you want to. That, basically, you're not in love with her. You're in love with somebody else. But see, you want to use her. You want to abuse her. You know what I'm saying? You want to take advantage of the situation, because this is your little wifey. You married her because you felt like she had something to contribute to your life when you came in or out of there. But it is what it is. So the next couple I want to talk about is basically Scott and Lizzie. Okay. Basically, Lizzie, she is a born-again virgin. Okay. Except for she's not a born-again virgin when it relates to having sex with women, allegedly. But she's a born-again virgin when it comes to her having sex with men. So she has told Scott to get them 2 separate hotel rooms, okay? Her and her daughter in one, and Scott and his son in another one. Now, Scott alleges that he's broke, okay? He said he spent $90,000 on this woman, basically, keeping up with her drug habit and her clothes habit and all the other habits that Lizzie had. So, in the last episode, we saw that, basically he was all insecure about himself and, them tripping because the girl looked down and all that old kind of dumb stuff. And so basically, Lizzie knows this. So she said, you know what, let me help this mofo. I'm going to go down to the gas station and I'm going to pick up some hair dye and some grease, some oil, some transmission fluid, and I'll go ahead on and do Scott's hair. So basically, I'm going to give him a little makeover. So basically, she comes into the room and everything, and the son is there. She's like, what, beat it, young. I'm trying to go, I'm trying to do something special for your father. Get out of here and go on down there, down the hall with my daughter. Why would she do that? Y'all know what? There you go again. There you go again. So basically, she puts him out the room and she tells Scott, you know what, I'm getting ready to give you a makeover. And so, basically Scott's like, hey, if I'm in love with a woman, I do whatever she want. I be a guinea pig. I don't care what she want to do. You know what I'm saying? She want to inject some needles up in my ass. I'll take that. But, she didn't want to inject needles this time. All she wanted to do was try to give him a makeover. So she alleged that she went to cosmetology school. She was taking some classes and everything. They put that ass out because she couldn't stay off of drugs. So, she was like, but I'm an expert. She gonna tell Scott, I'm an expert in everything. So basically, Scott is like, all right then, go. Come on, let's go for it. So basically, she sits his ass down in the chair. She pulls that little greasy little ponytail out, you know what I'm saying? And she takes it, changes. And she says, Scott, if you got hair like this, you need to take care of it. When was the last time you conditioned it? He was like, I don't know, like 5 months ago, 5 years ago, whatever. She was like, all right then, I'm gonna treat you like the Tin Man. I'll put a little oil in your hair. So basically, she pulls a little thing, the rubber band off, and she gets to cutting his hair and everything. She cuts it down, and he's a little nervous and everything. So she gets to, clipping on his hair and telling him to calm down. She good at what she do with the whoop whoop and that. Okay? And so basically, she says, and now I'm going to go ahead on and shave your face. So basically, she says, you know what this is, Scott? Scott said, hell no, I don't know what that is. I ain't been to a barber in 25 years. She said, you know what this is? This is a straight razor. I'm going to go ahead on and shave your face with it. So he was like, all right, then, go ahead and do what you got to do. So, immediately I thought about color purple, okay? I thought about that time when Celie was sitting up out there on that damn porch, okay? And Celie said, you know what, I'm going to tell you right now. Till this mofo do right by me, I'm going to cut his mofo throat. And I'm telling you right now, Suge Avery was like, baby, you don't want to do that, don't you? Cut that mofo. I thought about that. It took me back to color purple. So basically, she was trying to do it and everything, and she was like, dang, I think, Scott, I ain't going to be able to do this. My hand's shaking, all them drugs withdrawals, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead on and use the clipper. So she started using the clipper on him and everything. She cut the mofo. She cut his mustache off and was like, oh, hell, I ain't going to be able to glue that back. Scott, I'm going to go ahead on and take the whole thing off. He said, not a problem. Go ahead, baby. Do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm stupid. You know what I'm saying? I got my 2 little beaver teeth in the front. You know what I'm saying? He said, go ahead, guy. Go ahead, guy. So she was like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. So she cuts it off and everything. You know what I'm saying? And voila, we see, Scott. He's old. He got his hair dyed, fried, laid to the side. He got his little, synthetic transmission fluid and everything, synthetic oil all up on his hair and everything. Scott looking all right, you know what I'm saying? She cut him a little bit too much right here because, it was just a little white, just the sun had not got on that part yet. But, he basically looked at the little thing and go, he like that. I said, God, that really brought your teeth out, Scott. You really can see that you got 2 little chiclets sitting up in the front looking like Bucky Beaver. I said, come on now, you needed to do something. Let him keep the mustache because at least it was hiding. You know what I'm saying? It was hiding a little bit, look like a little, baseball cap, but he like that. He like that. He like that. I said, God damn, Scott ugly. So anyway, basically, he's happy and everything with what Lizzie did. And so, he's talking to Lizzie and basically, she's like, I don't want to have sex with him, but, I do want to, kiss him and everything like that. But the thing about what Lizzie said was, when she was talking to Scott, when she was doing his hair and doing a makeover, she was telling him, Scott, I'm basically doing this because I want to build your self-esteem up. And she was like, I don't want a man who is needy. And I'm telling you right now, I just was like, amen, amen. 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 Okay, I had to go to church on that. I had to pause, go to church because I'm gonna tell you, it ain't nothing like a needy ass man. They are the worst. I mean, you got to lift him up, push him up. You know what I'm saying? You got to pull him. You got to do all kinds of stuff. Like, who the hell was a needy man? And so she was like, I used to date men that was fine. You know what I'm saying? Fine as age why, but they treated me like I was a piece of poop. You know what I'm saying, on the floor. But then, she was like, but now I look at the, the inside of a person and not the outside. And I'm saying, but did you look at the inside of his mouth though? Did you see them teeth? I mean, did you look at that? I mean, because if it's rotten like that, then everything's sticking. It's stinking. It's basically, when your teeth is rotten like that and you're looking like Scott, your breath got to smell like ass musk. You know what I'm saying? So she started licking all up on him. I mean, she said, can I take over the kiss? Because basically she's not really attracted to Scott. She's trying to fake like she is, and she owes him a debt of gratitude. But for real, she don't like nothing about him. The mofo needy, the mofo insecure. He ugly that I don't know what. You understand what I'm saying? His breath smell like ass dust. You know what I'm saying? And then she got to, fake. When she was sitting up there licking up on him, every vein in her throat. When she was kissing him and was like, I see every vein in her throat. Y'all go back and look at it. It was grossing her out so bad to just even kiss that mofo, like the veins in her throat was just about to bust the hell up out of there, just like the Incredible Hulk. I said, God damn. God, this is just, talk about hygiene. Oh my God. She didn't even really let the mofo kiss her like she wanted to. She just was like, let me look around this, let me look around that. I shaved that part so I can look right there, and I can, I can do that. That's just nasty. It's just horrible. This is horrible. Like, we TV, y'all need to pay us for watching that. Like, that was just seriously a gagathon right there. I was like, we TV will stoop to no level to bring us entertainment. But this ain't entertainment. This is horrible, okay? So basically, she's not really feeling him. So the daughter, she goes back to the room. She's going on a date. They pick out an outfit and everything. Adam, he has his little things about her, and the daughter Jasmine has her thing. Jasmine said, I'm gonna do whatever I got to do to get rid of Scott. And she was like, he just a piece of boob. He's a loser. He's a perv. I don't like him. I don't like anything about him, and I'm going to try my best to get rid of him. But here's the thing, boo. That's not going to work out well, because your mother had already defended him, and she feels like she owes him. You know what I'm saying? This man has spent $90,000 on her. So your mom is not going to get rid of him as fast as you believe that he is. What you need to do is pump your brakes and allow your mother to see. Your mother has already realized, even though she's not going to have that conversation with you, your mother has already realized, okay, that this man is not somebody she wants, because he's needy as hell. He's got low self-esteem. These are not the kind of men that or women, okay, or women that she's used to dealing with. And so what Jasmine need to do is just back and let nature take its course, because let me tell you something, nature will take its course, because at the end of the day, Scott money is going to run out. He paying for 2 hotel rooms while they looking for a house. And I'm saying, where is Scott getting all this money from? You understand what I'm saying? And if he has so much money, why didn't he just go and get his hair done? They went to the damn gas station and they spent, what, $5,000 at the gas station buying, snacks and all of that kind of stuff. Eventually, his money's going to run out, Jasmine. So just pump your brakes, sit back for a little bit, boo, because I'm telling you, enjoy the ride, because this relationship is not going to stay together. It's going to end. And so I'm just saying, Jasmine, just calm down. Basically she was like, he's giving me another chance. And so there's nothing she's going to be able to do with that. The next couple I want to talk about is that Matthew and Caitlin. Basically, Matthew and Caitlin, Basically they're leaving the jail. This girl keep talking about, she got 12 bunnies in her. You know what I'm saying? She pregnant with bunnies. How in the hell somebody gonna have 12 babies sitting up in there? This is not the ignorantest bitch I've ever seen in my life, okay? So basically, she's riding in the car with him, and they going to mom's house, and he's saying, basically he had a problem with her staying with the mother. And I'm just like, okay, so why? You ain't got nowhere else to go. She ain't got nowhere to go. Y'all gonna go and stay with the mother. So, basically, he's talking about, whether or not he gonna stay out or not, and all this and the woo 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 boo. So they get to the house and everything with the mother, and it basically, the mother hugs him, and she's like, okay, good, my son is home. She said, usually I'm the one that go and pick him up, but this time, Caitlin did it, and I'm hoping that he stays straight. She said, usually when my son get out of jail, he good for a good damn 8 hours. He good for 8 hours. After that, he off the chain. And I'm saying, Mama, did you ever had a mofo tested for ADHD or something? Because he just seems like his attention span, like he can't keep himself. He may really have something that's going on with him that is undiagnosed. And I'm saying, Mommy, did you ever do that? So, basically he gets home, he hugs his mother, and he's relieved that his mother is still there for him. But he doesn't like the fact that Caitlin moved in there, and then, they got to be dealing with this. And so basically they get into the room, his little room, you know what I'm saying? He's like, I like the room better than when I was a kid. He talks about, him and his mother talk about how many times he would sneak out the window and stuff like that. He would drop pillows on the ground and sneak out and leave out and stuff, because he was doing drugs. And so the mother was like, my son is a 3-time loser. This is his 3rd time, basically being incarcerated and coming home. Basically, my son is a meth addict. And, the mom was really, one thing I like about Mama Son is that Mama Son is keeping it all the way 100. She keeping it funky with us. She, she's not lying. She's not trying to cover anything up. Mama Son is like, my son is a meth addict. And I'm hoping that Caitlin is the one that'll help him. But he in the room, and he's talking about, Caitlin's like, I'm going to sleep right here. I'm going to put my bed right here as a barrier so you can't get out the window. And he was like, look, Caitlin, if I want to get out, ain't nothing going to stop me from getting out of that window. Getting out of the house. Matter of fact, I'm going to use the front door. And so, now reality has set in that this mofo is a runaway. He just, he already feels caged in a relationship. He already feels caged in his mother's house. And, basically he's ready to, get out and do his thing. He doesn't really want to even be in the house with his mother or with Caitlin at this point. He says that Caitlin gave him 2 rules. 1, if you go back to jail, we over. And if you cheat on me, we over. Well, he done already been allegedly locked up since he's been out twice. And now I understand that he made bond today. Somebody bonded him out because basically this mofo don't know how to drive a truck. He keeps getting in accidents in Caitlin's truck. And then the mofo is driving allegedly on a suspended license. So, what the hell is going on? Caitlin's not good for him. Because, see, now Caitlin done already let him do what he want to do. Why is this mofo driving around if he doesn't have a valid driver's license in your truck, Caitlin? And this is the 2nd time, allegedly, since the taping of the show, that the mofo been locked up. Like, I don't understand that at all. You're not a good influence on him. What else is he doing? Why is he being irresponsible? Why is he driving like this? I don't know whether or not they've drug tested him or anything like that, but I'm saying, this is not a good look. And so basically, Caitlin is like, I gave up everything for this mofo so we could be together. And now, she realizes that he basically is bored with life. 3 hours and he ready to get up out of there. This mofo just came home, was in a cabin having all this sex and all this kind of stuff with her, and now he get to the house and he don't know it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, this is just a plane wreck. The mother already knows what kind of son she's having, what kind of son she has. She's optimistic about it, but she's really realistic. She knows that at any moment this mofo is going to, allegedly be back on drugs again. It's just a matter of time for the mother. And I really do feel sorry for her because she seems like one of those mothers that probably tried to do the best that she could with her son. I have not heard anything about a father. I guess, I think we did give I think he did mention something about the father, whatever. But this is a disaster. It just really is a disaster. And I'm hoping the best for this particular couple, but I just don't see it happening. The next couple that I want to talk about is that god daggone, what is that Tracy and Clint. Now, if this wasn't soft porn, now we TV, come on. I mean, y'all are. Y'all are right on the line of selling dildos and blow up dolls, doing commercial breaks. I am so surprised that y'all don't have Viagra, dildos, blow up dolls, whips and chains, that kind of stuff as your advertisers, because this right here is basically soft porn. So basically, we looking at this show, right? And so Clint got his girl, with the dress on that's just too tight. I mean, it's so tight. It's so tight. And so basically, she's walking down the street and everything. And just everything is hanging out. Her bra's completely out in the back. She just looks a hot mess. Her makeup now is running. It's all smudged up and everything. Her hair is still together, but she just feels like a queen, as she should, okay? She's fresh out of jail. I'm sure that she's feeling good about everything. She knows at this point that, basically, that she's going to get proposed to. She just doesn't know when or how. I saw some police records today that somebody released, and allegedly she was in jail for prostitution. I think it was her. She was in jail for prostitution. Ain't nobody shocked, allegedly. These are her records. So basically, he takes her to a high-end restaurant. They sit down in the restaurant. He can't wait. He's in the car. He's screaming. He's anxious. He can't wait to get to the restaurant because he's a little boy in the inside. Now, mind you, y'all, this is going to be his third marriage, all right? He's already married to the woman who was, the hotel, owns the hotel, his boss. And so he had another wife, and so now this is going to be his third wife. So he sits down in the restaurant with her and everything, and they start talking with the whoop boop and the boop boop boop. And basically they're going through the process of, stalling, because basically he wants to get married to her. He said he doesn't want a whole lot of, he doesn't want a whole lot of attention. But then at the end, he yells and screams that she said yes. So, she's being grateful. And she's like, thank you. This is really nice. I enjoy this. And so, he tells her how much she means to him. And then he proposes. She stands up and all her damn stomach fell out. I'm talking about just the whole kit and caboodle. I mean, all her stomach, her ass was like her breast, like everything was just out. When they turned around in the back, and I was like, God damn, she got a pancake ass, and the dress is just right there. I just was like, this is the nastiest thing that I've ever seen. But you know what? Clint don't look no better because he look like a turtle, an overgrown turtle with his big turtleneck on and his jeans. Like he's the one that looks basically homeless to me. Like seriously, Clint look homeless. Now, she says yes. And so, the guy, a little black guy that was in the restaurant was like, how long y'all known each other? And so she was like, we known each other for 6 months, but this is the first time we met each other in Paris and everything. This is the first time. And so, basically the dude was like, you got game, So Clint was like, yeah, I got game. I got game. So, basically when they was in the car, she had already told him, what you want after dinner. You want all this. You know what I'm saying? Do you want all this? And so, Clint was like, yeah, I want all that and some more. So they gets up to the hotel room, right? And in this one, it just really got gross. So girlfriend gets up to the hotel and everything because she done got her ring and everything. She got her hair done. She looking good. Come here. She's looking good. She's smelling good. You know what I'm saying? She got some new drawers, new bra on and everything. And so, she gets into the hotel room and she decides she's going to jump up on the countertop. You know what I'm saying? Nice sink. Nice sink, you know what I'm saying? So she gives it to them all. She gives all of it to them, you know what I'm saying? I wish I could give it all to y'all, but I can't give it all to y'all today, you know what I'm saying? I can't, I mean, I don't know, So basically, she's all up on she's all up on the countertop and everything. She's like, yeah, it's a nice thing. She turned that butt to Clint. Clint said, yeah. This a boing, boing, boing. He's like, yeah, that's a nice thing. Boing, boing. She like, yeah. He said, I wonder where the bed is. She said, you want some of this? He said, yeah, you gonna rock my world. She said, boy, you better bet it. So next thing you know, right? Okay, so let me push this back a little bit. So next thing you know, she like, she got Clint right. She grabbing on a Clint and everything. She said, oh my goodness, Clint. Say, oh, yeah, I'm a rap. I'm like, Clint. So you know what I'm saying? We all looking right. And next thing you know, we see her like, her damn drawers. Her damn drawers short and everything. I said, wait a minute, what's going on? You know how you want to see, but you don't want to see, you know what I'm saying? So, you look like, wait a minute, what? I don't know what they do. So basically, she like, you want some of this? How long you been waiting on this? So Clint was like, I've been waiting on this. He said he had sex in 2 years and 6 months, okay? He said, you gonna rock my world. She said, I'm about to give it to you. I'm about to put it on you. So the next thing you know, she got up on top of that man. Clint was like, I said, this motherfucker about to die. Next thing you know, she flipped on the side. She took Clint's shirt off. I said, look. Look at Elmer Fudge. Look at Elmer Fudge. I said, this motherfucker looking like he looking like Barney Fife on the Andy Griffith show. I said, now they know they need to stop this stuff. But we did not need to see. I would have rather seen her breast than to see Clint's back. That mofo was ready, y'all. I'm telling you. Oh my God. Next thing you know, she flipped to the side. Clint said, it's time out. Okay? This mofo gets up, closes the door. But of course, he doesn't close the door. He cracks the door. And guess what we hear? Uh, 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 uh. I said, this right here, this too much. We TV, we didn't need to hear that. Because let me just say something to you about it. It was nasty enough that she looked like a hoe. It was nasty enough that she acted like a hoe. But it was really gross that Clint hadn't washed his ass. Clint hadn't washed his ass in 40 days and 40 nights. Clint ass had just got off the daggone ship with over Noah's Ark. This mofo probably was reeking. His sweater was big and it looked like, come on. Why ain't y'all tell Clint to wash his ass? Clint nasty than a mofo. And ain't nobody saying nothing about it. And then he gonna take that little nasty, you know what I'm saying. I just was grossed out. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I was really grossed out just by the fact that you ain't gonna wash yourself up, Clint. You just gonna come in, you've been in the car all night and all day. You done drove all this time, you've been on the plane. Clint, you can't wash yourself up? I'm saying, baby, I like you and everything, and I appreciate everything you did, but can you just like wash the ring from around the corner? I mean, I need you to get in the tub, and I know you're gonna leave a ring up in that motherfucker, but I at least need to see a ring. Just an attempt that you tried to wash your ass. And I'm sure they got some of that hotel soap and stuff like that in here. Can you please wash her, baby? Please. I mean, at this point, I would have been begging. Clint, please wash her. Okay? Please. You got any saran wrap? What you got to wrap that thing up with? Got any aluminum foil? I mean, I could take a couple of scrapes as long as you wrap that up. I mean, you don't have enough. I mean, we can't find a sandwich bag. What about a shopper's bag and we just tie like a shopper's grocery bag and we just tie like a rubber band around it? Because I know I was the one in jail, but you the one nasty. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, like right now, I feel like I could just gag and I could kind of throw up because she was taking it in. You understand what I'm saying? And I just was like, I couldn't take it in. But maybe it's just me. So anyway, oh, oh my God, I just got so grossed out. Ooh. Let's move on. So the next couple we see is Marcelino. Okay, Marcelino ain't got no respect for this girl. He just wants to run her and control her. That's all he want to do. He wants a puppet on the string, and she ain't it. Because she got a whole lot of secrets, little dark secrets. You know what I'm saying? Little light-skinned secrets. Long hair, dark hair secrets. She got secrets. So basically, she's sitting at a restaurant with him and he's sitting there with her and, the waiter comes over and everything's and give him a menu and he's like, are y'all expecting a third person? And they say yes. And so basically, this is her girlfriend that, that's coming, Sasha. Sasha was her buddy mate. Okay, so basically, they've known each other for a long time. They're very familiar with one another. Now, what she had told us the last episode is that, basically she's what you would consider bisexual. And so, she met Marcelino and, he had a plan for her. And so she went with that plan. And so basically, the girlfriend is late. And so he's like, if I was going to a restaurant that was this night, I wouldn't have been late. And so, it's just showing that he's haughty and he thinks that he's above things and all of that kind of stuff. But you're not above nothing, but you dating a felon, okay? And so basically, Sasha comes in and she's cute as a doll, baby. She's cute as a little button. And so she comes in and he's automatically intimidated about it. Because I really do believe that Marcelino knows that she is bisexual. I think that he thinks that he's going to turn her out. But let me tell you something, boo. You ain't turning her out because she's already still talking about and thinking about her girlfriend Amanda. So basically, they at the table and he wants to sit there and interrogate Sasha and ask Sasha why she was in. Sasha said, I was mixed up with a little, a boyfriend, you know what I'm saying, in a relationship and I made some wrong decision. He said, oh, so you like thugs. So, basically, this girl was like, you know what, back up, young, back up. So, he basically didn't like her. He told her that he doesn't believe that she should have friends who are ex-felons because this may cause her to go back. And so, basically Sasha is like, I really want you to know that she basically saved my life, and that she called the medics and everything and they came and helped me. She's like family to me. You know what I'm saying? She's family, you family. And so basically he's like, she ain't your family. You know what I'm saying? Family is the one that's going to stick with you. And his girl was like, let me tell you something, boo. I have family. I have family. They walked out on me. They didn't support me. They didn't have my back. When I was 12 years old, they was basically selling drugs outside of my mom and my daddy's house. My grandmother, nobody stepped up to the plate for me. So don't tell me about family. I had me and my brothers and sisters, we had to go down to the shelters and walk to the shelters in order to get something to eat. This is my family up in this mofo. Now that's how I'd have came. You know what I'm saying? I would have came all rickety raw, you know what I'm saying? But she, she kept it real cute. And so basically, she was like at 12 years old, I put put my stuff in a backpack. I even had a daggone doll baby when I did it. And so basically, I did all of this, and so I've been on my own since I was a little girl, so don't tell me a damn thing about family, because my family didn't stick up for me. And so, basically he was like, you know what, let me go to the bathroom. So he goes to the bathroom and everything, because basically he got egg on his face that he needs to wash off. And so basically, her and Sasha sit there and talk, and she was like, what's going on with Amanda? And she was like, basically I've been, I still care about Amanda. Amanda was somebody she was having a relationship with in the jail and everything. She said she still care about Amanda, and basically Amanda's out, and they're gonna be hooking up and trying to, get to know each other and everything. She thought that, she was gonna be with Amanda on the outside. This is what her and Amanda had talked about doing. But you know what? Now she got Marcelino. She had already said that, basically when she was with Marcelino, she saw that Marcelino was, he was a dominating guy. She saw that the night before. She said he apologized to her, but he kept it, he kept it real cute, and and basically neither one of them talked about it again. But I'm gonna tell you one thing: Marcelino is good for her, and he's not good for her. You know what I'm saying? He's the type of guy that he really means well in what he's doing, but he doesn't know how to go about it without controlling somebody and knocking somebody upside their damn head. You know what I'm saying? With his words, with his tone, with the way that he looks at him. So I should say, basically I was like, why you staring at me like that? Why, you know what I'm saying? That this girl Sasha hasn't done anything to him. This is part of her past. Now, when you're doing the 12-step program and you're trying to rehabilitate yourself, when you're coming out of prison, they do tell you not to be with certain people. But it looks like Sasha has herself together, that she has paid her debt to society, and she just seems like, she's just happy that her buddy, her cell buddy is home. And so, basically, she suggests to her that, you tell him what's going on with you and Amanda, or be upfront with her. But she already know that this is not the type of man that you can tell something like that. This is not the kind of man that you can tell your secrets to. Okay? He's not that kind of man. Because he wants to control everything about her. And that it's just not cool. It's not cool at all. I'm telling you, he's not cool. And he's just so arrogant about his stuff. And yes, he's doing a good thing. He's helping this girl, and his intention is to get her, put her, I don't know. He's just not a good person, and he's very judgmental, and he sits up on this high pedestal that he's put himself on. And I don't see, this relationship between the two of them, working. Now, I understand allegedly that the two of them are married, and that, he's saying, controlling and all this kind of stuff. He's been, a little, active on social media, which I'm really getting sick of, frankly. I'm sick of these mofos that are on these shows coming out and lashing out at the fans, wanting to say stuff. You put yourself on that camera, boo, so you know what, you're going to have to be able to take the bitter with the sweet, because it is what it is. We got opinions, damn it, and we're going to say what we want to say. We're going to do reviews on this show, whether you like it or not, so what I need you to do is buckle up, sit back in your car seat, young, put your pacifier in your mouth, and shut the hell up, because at the end of the day, we're going to do what we do out here, okay? We're going to do what we do. This is the price you pay when you sign that daggone contract. Now, at the end of the daggone thing, when you look at the credits, you see Mark Sharp, so you already know what it is. When you're seeing a Sharp, boo, you know this Sharp Entertainment, okay? So it ain't going to be a dull moment. You understand what I'm saying? It's not going to be a dull moment with Sharp Entertainment. Let me tell y'all something. Love After Lockup is off the complete chain. I am going to be trying to do these reviews and get them up for you all Saturday mornings, because I know Thursdays, it's just a long time for you all to have to wait. Yes, a lot of you all have asked me what has happened, and where I've been and all of that kind of stuff. And, I have to look at it in another way, because, again, my cable provider does not provide Love After Lockup. I am going to try my best to try to get these things out to y'all on Saturday mornings after the show. I'm not going to be able to do it Friday night, because it's not up fast enough for me to do it on Friday night. And so I will try to, I'll try my best, if I can't get it up on Saturday mornings, to get it up on Saturday nights. But I just thank you all so much for being here. I know that there was a young woman who wanted me to do a review on R. Kelly, and I'm going to come out and discuss that on Facebook as to why I will not be doing a review on the R. Kelly docu-series Surviving R. Kelly. So anyway, thank you all so much for being here. For all of you all who follow me on Facebook, join me over there so that we can start the dialogue on Surviving R. Kelly. Love you all to pieces, and I will see you on Sunday for our last 90 Day Fiance tell all part 2.